Hello there, everybody. I am Angie Callen, host of No More Mondays, coming at you on a Wednesday afternoon. Wondering why? This is the very first drop of our new Midweek Momentum series. We're helping you push through the midweek slump with quick, powerful words of wisdom pulled directly from No More Mondays episodes. Every Wednesday afternoon, we'll revisit some of the most motivating and practical moments and turn them into these little bite-sized episodes to give you just the boost you need midweek. We're kicking things off with one of my very favorite guests, very favorite humans, and fellow podcaster, Justin Schenck, who learned through personal loss and his own rock bottom that oftentimes the most selfless thing we can do is actually be selfish. Listen in as he shares how filling his cup first has transformed not only his business and his relationships, but his life. Take it away, Justin. So I would love for you, what is your why? How did you find it? And how have you seen it serve you and impact others?
Yeah. So I believe my why is that I want people to look at me and essentially say, okay, well, if he can do it, I can too. But from the vein of it doesn't matter where you come from. What matters are the choices you make today to make a better tomorrow for yourself and the world. Right. So again, that entire vision of making sure that it's bigger than you. Like you are not the reason you're building what you're building. It's so much bigger than you. Especially in the self-development space, like people who do what I do, like doing events and retreats and all that stuff. Far too often that person has made it about themselves. They've made it about their celebrity. And I think I'm in a really good place not doing that because gone is the way of the influencer, right? Like I don't think the influencer thing still exists. And so for me, building about like my show is called The Growth Now Movement because it's about creating a movement of people that can make a difference in their life and the lives around them. And so this purpose came from the idea that 6 months before I launched my show, my mom lost a 20-year battle to opioids and really began a rock bottom moment for me that lasted quite some time. I actually ended up going on a 3-month bender where I was blackout drunk 6 nights a week. And I remember I got a call from my coach and she goes, "What are you doing tonight?" And I said, I'm going out with some buddies. And she goes, "No, you're not. You're going to sit and you're going to feel this." It was the worst night of my life. And I did this whole exercise where I wrote a letter to my mom and set it on fire, releasing a lot of emotions and allowing myself to feel all of these emotions for the first time since her passing. And when I woke up the next day, I had a number of realizations. First of all, there was a weight off my shoulder because I allowed myself to feel feelings. But the first realization was my mom didn't die because she was an addict. My mom died because she didn't love herself. And the second piece was I didn't love myself either. And part of loving myself was making sure I was taking care of myself, making sure that I was filling my cup first, making sure that I was doing the things to better myself so I can then impact others. And that's really where this purpose came from. It doesn't matter where you were. It doesn't matter even where you are today. What matters are the choices you make today to create a better tomorrow for yourself and the people around you. That first piece is yourself. And I say all the time, like, what's in your cup is for you, what overflows is for everybody, and fill the shit out of your cup. Like you deserve to have great things. And that doesn't necessarily always mean money, by the way. Like I ask a question on every single episode. I asked you, if people go listen to that episode, a 2-part question. First part is what's your definition of success? Second part is what are 3 things you do every single day to ensure that success for yourself? And I realized in that question was the common theme behind all the people that I've interviewed. Those 3 things are always to take care of themselves first. Right. And I came up with this thing and I started saying it, which was like the most selfless thing you can do is to be selfish. Because if you're not taken care of, you can't help others. And that was a massive shift for me. I was really running on empty constantly. My romantic relationships constantly fell apart because of it, like all these terrible things. Right. And so once I really flipped the script on that, my business grew, my relationships got better. I found my wife, like all these things changed just by focusing on myself first, while still focusing on that purpose and that impact.
And it's strange because we did bring up the word selfish earlier, but in a way, the most selfless thing you can do is prepare yourself to go give the world the purpose or the why that you're meant to give it. And you can't do that if you aren't strong enough. And like you said, the cup is not full. And I feel like you just gave a very real world example of something I tell a lot of people, which is there is no better exploration into self-discovery than entrepreneurship. And it's because it put you in that place to become a more whole person and work through ugly stuff that was going to come in and disrupt your growth potential at some point, whether it was in that exact moment, real time, or a delayed response later, but it's what triggered the work that enables you to go, you made a difference in your life so that you can make a difference in others.
Yeah, and I think one thing too is like that was a rock bottom moment for me, right? Like that was truly the rock bottom moment. It didn't mean hard things didn't happen after that, but what I did was okay. I said to myself, I am no longer going to allow outside circumstances to determine the choices that I make and the things that I do on a daily basis, and that changed the game for me.